Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
Hello everyone and a very warm welcome. Coming up on the show this week, Daniel O'Donnell will be telling us what it was like for him over the last 12 months, and we'll be chatting to him about his brand new song that he's recorded with David James called Don't Take the Good Times for Granted. But first, we're going to tell you a story about Kieran McCarthy. Kieran lives in London, and just over 12 months ago, Kieran's mum, Joan, suddenly passed away with sepsis. This was a horrible shock for Kieran, for his dad, Michael, and for his sister, Edel. Kieran wanted to do something in his mum's memory and raise some funds for the Sepsis Trust. We're going to join Kieran as he tells us a story. Hello Kieran and welcome to the show.
Hi Martin, thanks for having me.
Now Kieran, I know that your mum sadly passed away around about this time last year. Tell me a little bit about your mum, where she came from and how long she lived in London.
Yeah, so my mum originally hails from Castlemaine in Kerry. She moved over with my dad in the early 70s, and then had me and my sister and spent most of her life in Hendon in northwest London.
Now, sadly, your mum passed away 12 months ago. Tell me a little bit about what happened to your mum.
It was very sudden. She was just feeling a little bit off colour. One Saturday morning, she was meant to go out and visit my sister with my dad, and then when my dad came back from visiting my sister, she took a turn for the worse and unfortunately died very suddenly through sepsis.
My goodness, that must have been a horrible shock for you and all your family.
Yeah, it was a massive shock to the system. We're still, I guess, trying to get over it now as well.
Yeah. And how is your dad Michael doing and your sister Edel?
Yeah, they're all doing, we're doing as best as we can. You know, we all have good days and bad days, but the most important thing is we're a very tight-knit family anyway, so we always rally round each other.
Now, I know you were telling me earlier on that, of course, you've had some celebrations this year and you're planning on getting married later on this year, and of course your mum won't be there to celebrate with you.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons that we're doing this challenge and raising money for sepsis. Is, like you say, a lot of families haven't actually been able to make memories this year, but we won't be able to make those memories with my mum ever again. And what we want to do, or what we want to try to do by raising awareness and raising funds for UK Sepsis Trust, is to hopefully avoid at least one family from having to go through that and needlessly losing someone to something that is treatable if it's caught early enough.
Now, I know you're doing this challenge in memory of your mum because you want to keep your mum's memory with us, and that's very good. Tell me a little bit about the challenge.
Yeah, so it's the Ring of Kerry virtual walk, 200k in February. So I'm walking the equivalent route of the Ring of Kerry throughout the month of February. So I do around about 10 kilometers a day. It's slightly easier because I don't have to contend with all the mountains and coastal routes of Kerry. I'm just walking around Mill Hill, but yeah, that's what we're trying to do. I do about 10k a day. So, and that should take us throughout the whole of February.
Now, it's quite a distance, isn't it? It's roughly about 150 miles you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Around about 150 and it's about 200 kilometers long. That's how I'm judging it in my head is by kilometers in the metric system. So I'm just trying to plod along 10 kilometers a day every day for the month.
Now tell me how our viewers could help you or donate in any way to your walk.
Yeah, so we've got a GoFundMe page set up. So if you go to the GoFundMe website and search 200k in February Ring of Kerry virtual walk, you'll be able to donate there. Or you can follow me, and the links to my GoFundMe page are all on my Instagram, which is Kieran Moriarty, all one word, then underscore and the letters NRG.
Have you got a target, Kieran?
We're looking to raise at least £3,000, and we just hit the £2,000 mark yesterday, so we're on our way. But if anyone can dig deep and help us get to our £3,000 target, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah, is this your first time to do something like this?
Yeah, it is. I'd been wanting to do something to raise awareness and funds in memory of my mum since it happened, and obviously with coronavirus, so many things weren't available to do. So this just came along at the right time, and it was something that we could do virtually. But it is the first time I've taken on anything like this. So yeah, it's a bit of a big start.
Forgetting about last year, but in normal circumstances, would you get back to Kerry quite often?
Yeah. I mean, me and my dad have a bit of a lads trip every year, so we go back and see family. But yeah, we try to get back around about 2 to 3 times a year.
Well, Kieran, listen, we wish you the very, very best of luck with your fundraising. You're doing a great job, and of course, you're trying to keep your mum's memory with your family and with lots of people that knew her, and may she rest in peace. But you're doing a wonderful job. Keep it up, and we hope that you break that barrier.
Thank you so much, Martin, and thanks for having me on the show. My family all loves the show, so thanks for having us on.
We wanted to find out a little bit more about sepsis, so we caught up with Sarah from the Sepsis Trust. Hello, Sarah, and welcome to the show.
Hello, Martin. Thank you for having me.
Now, Sarah, tell me a little bit about the Sepsis Trust.
Yes, well, the Sepsis Trust was set up by a clinician called Dr. Ron Daniels, and he's an intensive care specialist, and he got so distressed by people being brought into intensive care too late that he thought, I've got to do something about this, and we have got to get sepsis on the map.
Now, what is the symptoms of sepsis?
Well, there are basically 6, and they spell sepsis. So the first is slurred speech and confusion. The second, for the E, is extreme shivering. P for passing no urine, not going to the loo in 12 hours. That is a serious sign that this could be sepsis. Severe breathlessness. It feels like I'm going to die. And a lot of people tell us that it felt like they were going to die. And the final one is when the skin might go mottled, discoloured. But overall, it generally is flu-like symptoms.
Now, if we think we have those symptoms, or if we think that we have sepsis, how quickly should we get medical attention?
As fast as you can. Basically, every hour that passes and you don't have treatment, your chance of getting better is reduced substantially. So any suspicion of sepsis, what we're trying to encourage the public to do is to just ask, could it be sepsis? So if you're on, ringing up 999, ringing up 111, talking to a GP, just ask them, could it be sepsis?
Now, how can we catch sepsis, or can it be passed on?
No, sepsis isn't caught. Sepsis comes from an infection. So it can be any sort of infection that basically triggers the immune system to go into overdrive.
Now, Sarah, tell me, how important is fundraising to the Trust?
Hugely important, and especially since COVID struck, because like many charities, our fundraising has hit rock bottom. So what we're trying to do as effectively as we possibly can is to turn our fundraisers into virtual fundraisers, to online walking, biking, hopping, anything. We currently, if people would like to go to our website, we have something called a winter challenge, and we're encouraging people just to get out, help their mental health and fundraise in whatever way they'd like to.
Now, of course, Kieran is doing this big walk in memory, of course, of his mum, who sadly passed away last year. But he also wants to raise as much money as he possibly can for the Sepsis Trust, and he's doing a great job so far.
It's absolutely fantastic what he's doing. We're so delighted. We're willing him on his way, and we just can't thank him or you enough for spreading the word, really. So if there are any other Kierans who would like to get involved, or anyone who's been touched by sepsis, we have a support helpline. If they'd like to ring that, we'd be delighted to try and help them. We're just trying to get the sepsis right up in people's consciousness, because time is of the essence. And unlike complicated cancers, if you get to this quickly, it's actually relatively easy to treat. It just needs antibiotics and you can survive it. But if you don't get to it quickly, the outcome can be fatal.
Now, obviously, we want as many people as possible to support Kieran because of his mum and everything. But generally speaking, tell us how people could donate or help Sepsis Trust out, or maybe get involved in doing some fundraising for you.
Well, I think the best thing to do is go to our website. All the information is there, sepsistrust.org. But we are launching another campaign fairly soon, which is basically a campaign called Sepsis Savvy. And we're trying to get as many organisations as we can to sign up to Sepsis Savvy, which is basically teaching people to learn what the signs are, to learn what the symptoms are, and to know to act quickly. It doesn't cost anybody a penny. So if anyone watching is working in an organisation that wants to become Sepsis Savvy, we'd love to hear from them. We have a fantastic partner in Iceland, the retailer, and they're putting messaging on their milk cartons, which is basically teaching people to learn what the signs are, to learn what the symptoms are, and to know to act quickly.
Well, Sarah, thank you so much for joining us on the show today, and you do a wonderful, wonderful job. Thank you so much, and we'll see you soon again. Sepsis is a horrible disease, and we hope that Kieran reaches his target in memory of his mum. If you'd like to donate, the details are on the screen now. Now we're going to take a little break, and we'll see you very soon.
Eurogold is driven by being the best civil engineering contractor in the Northwest, ensuring its clients are given the highest level of service that they deserve. Eurogold work in a wide range of industry sectors, including house building, highways, commercial and industrial build.
La Vita is an award-winning, independently run Italian restaurant. Located on Rose Lane in the heart of Liverpool, real Italian-style dishes, using the best ingredients, skillfully prepared by our chefs. Come and try our serious Italian experience.
Supreme Upholstery Limited is a manufacturer of quality bespoke upholstered furniture. Come along with your ideas for that perfect sofa to fit your home and let Supreme bring your ideas to fruition. We also offer a service to the contract market, including large hotel groups and small family-run business. No matter how large or how small your order, you will always get that personal service from our sales team. Come along and visit our showroom.
Welcome back. Now, earlier on this week, we caught up with Daniel O'Donnell to chat to him about the last 12 months and to find out a little bit more about the new song that he's recorded with David James. Hello, Daniel, and welcome to the show.
Martin, lovely to see you. Great to be with you.
Well, Daniel, I can't believe just over 12 months ago we met in London. How things have changed since.
We would never have thought that this year was going to be the way it was when we last spoke. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, it's been a really difficult time for people in the music business. Do you think we'll ever get back to normal?
Oh, please God, yes, we have to be positive, and think that we will. I mean, it's just a matter of when. I hope that's the right way to put it, because I think we just have to be patient and, wait to see what happens, when the vaccine is rolled out and to the masses, and hopefully it'll allow us to gather as we did before. It's just difficult at the minute. I actually feel an awful lot for the younger singers, that were starting out.
Well, it will. And of course, there was so many young people come on the scene over the last couple of years. And then they were just, like you said, they were just getting into the flow of things when it all stopped.
It's very hard, but, I suppose people, I'm hoping that when all this is past, people will really want to go out and enjoy music again. It may take a wee while to get the confidence back for people to gather as they used to. But I think eventually people will really want to get out and mix and be with one another again, because we've been starved of company. I mean, this is great being with you on Zoom and all this kind of thing, but there's nothing like sitting in front of somebody,
Well, I think we've all been missing the live music. But of course, look, last year was a difficult year. It was a quiet year. But you kept yourself quite busy. You were back in the studio recording some albums. Tell me about them and how all that went for you.
We had an album ready, actually. The album they called Daniel, that was ready for, release. We had it all recorded. And the only song that we did during lockdown was Remember Me, the Christy Hennessy song. I had it recorded for the album. And then early on in the lockdown at home, Magella and I went on the Late Late Show to promote the St. Vincent de Paul, a great charity at home. We sang, or I decided to sing Remember Me, and Magella loves harmonising. So I said, why don't you come on and sing with me? So myself and herself and Trina, who travels with me, and Kieran and David, two of the fellows out of the band, we did it kind of almost acoustically, just the five of us. And it turned out lovely, and we got a great reaction to it. So we decided to re-record it that way and put it on the album. So that was done during the lockdown, and then the album was released in October, and I was thrilled with the reaction to it.
Well, absolutely. It's ideal as song at this moment in time. Tell me a little bit about David James. I know he's a young man from County Donegal.
Yes. Well, he's been singing since he was 15. He's 22. When I look at him, I think to myself, oh my God, I'm nearly old enough to be your grandfather. I probably am old enough to be his grandfather. But he's a great young man, great personality, and he's very accomplished. He has an afternoon radio show on Highland Radio, which is our local radio at home, and one of the top radios, if not the top local radio in Ireland.
Yeah. Now, Daniel, you've been doing a great job as well during the lockdown in entertaining us all on Facebook and doing your shows and singing the songs, and you're getting a great reaction to it. And look, people love the music, and it was great for you to do it, honestly, and well done for keeping it up all through this time.
It's great to be able to do it. I mean, we were very blessed, as I said, to have this opportunity with media and social media, and the band and myself came together in November, and I'm very grateful to all the people who supported that show. We might do that again, or we might do an online show where we all get together independent of the wee things I do on Facebook.
Yeah, well, absolutely. And just remind us when you're on Facebook Live again, Daniel.
Well, I have no actually planned. I have no date in mind, but I will come on now. I will gather myself together and make a day to come on. I like actually just popping up, and when I have a notion to come on, and then sure, even if people don't see it live, they can watch it anytime, it's because it's sitting there, and they can watch it,
Yeah. And tell us, where can people get your music now from and this brand new song? How can they download it?
Oh, Spotify and YouTube and all them kind of things. And if they put in David James, put in David James's, you can contact him if you want to get a record or a CD, should I say.
Okay.
The actual CD, he'll take care, or he has somebody taking care of sending them out. So if you put in David James, musician, I suppose, you'll see his Facebook, and he has everything up there as to how you get it. As I say, the young ones are great. They're just at the click of a finger, they're away with it, but I just am glad to be able to be here with you.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad to see you as well, Daniel. And look at, you've got so many fans all over the UK. They would love to see you here performing live. But please, God, that'll soon happen. But before we let you go now, I've just got to ask you, how is Magella doing, and how is all your grandchildren?
Yeah, Magella's good. And the wee ones are great. We were very lucky, that they were with us for Christmas. We all had tests done. We got, the virus test, and they had it done, and then they isolated for 3 or 4 days before they came to us, because Magella's mother is with us too, and here at home, so you need to be very careful. So we had a lovely Christmas, and we'll not see them now for a while, but like that again, like everybody else, we have the FaceTime and the WhatsApp, and you're on to them all the time. It's great.
It is. Well, Daniel, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We're going to play you out now with your lovely new song with David James called Don't Take the Good Times for Granted.
I met with an old friend last evening, and I mentioned concerns that I had about things that unfurled in the ways of the world, and how sometimes it makes me feel sad. I said life can be so complicated, and I'm scared I might lose my way, when a friendly hand pressed on my shoulder. He smiled and I heard him say,
"Son, don't take the good times for granted, for things keep on changing each day. Make time to be with the ones that you love. Let nothing stand in your way. We don't know what waits round the corner. We never know what lies ahead. So if just for a moment, forget all your troubles and count all your blessings instead."
I often dream of the future and of all of the things I might do.
Son, follow your heart, 'cause if you never dream, your dreams, they can never come true. Should you choose a road that's less traveled, just know I'll be there to the end.
You're not just a shoulder to lean on. I thank you for being my friend.
Don't take the good times for granted, for things keep on changing each day. Make time to be with the ones that you love. Let nothing stand
round the corner. We never know what lies ahead. So just for a moment, forget all your troubles and count all your blessings instead. So don't take the good times for granted, for things keep on changing each day.
Make time to be with the ones that you love. Let nothing stand in your way.
We don't know what waits round the corner. We never know what lies ahead. So if just for a moment, forget all your troubles and count all your blessings instead. So if just for a moment, forget all your troubles and count all your blessings instead.
What a lovely song, and it will be a big hit for Daniel and David, and we wish them the very best of luck. Now that brings us to the end of the show for this week. We hope you've enjoyed it. Henry McGlade is back with his show from County Mayo next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and we're here as usual 7:30 with the Irish in the UK. Until then, take good care and we'll see you next time.